Ever pondered about the humble beginnings of one of the most influential figures in history, Prophet Muhammad? Our story starts in Mecca, around the year 570 AD. This was a time when the Arabian Peninsula was a cauldron of tribal warfare and polytheistic beliefs. Tribal loyalties ran deep, and conflicts were often resolved through bloodshed, not diplomacy. In the midst of this chaos, Muhammad was born into the Quraysh clan, one of the most powerful and respected in Mecca. The Quraysh were the guardians of the Kaaba, the sacred black stone, and held a position of significant influence and prestige. In a society marked by turbulence and shifting allegiances, the young Muhammad grew up. The time and place of his birth, along with the status of his clan, played an integral role in shaping his worldview. Muhammad's upbringing in this tumultuous period was to shape his future in ways no one could have predicted. Have you ever experienced a life-altering revelation? Muhammad did, and it changed not just his life, but the course of history. Muhammad, a man deeply contemplative by nature, regularly sought solitude in the peaceful confines of the cave of Hira. In this quiet isolation he could reflect on life's mysteries, devoid of worldly distractions. It was during one of these thoughtful retreats at the age of 40 that he had an experience that would forever alter his destiny and the world's trajectory. In the silence of the cave, the angel Gabriel appeared with a message that shook Muhammad to his core. This was no ordinary encounter. It was a divine revelation, the first of many that would eventually form the backbone of the Quran. The angel commanded him to read, and even though Muhammad was unlettered, the divine words flowed from him as if he had known them all his life. Imagine the sheer intensity of such an encounter. Muhammad was initially filled with fear and confusion, grappling with the weight of what had been revealed to him. But as he wrestled with this new reality, he grew to accept his mission. He was no longer just Muhammad, he was now a prophet, chosen by the divine to guide humanity. The profound transformation that Muhammad underwent was not limited to him alone. His divine calling set the stage for a profound religious and social transformation. Imagine the courage it takes to challenge established norms and beliefs. Muhammad did just that when he began preaching Islam. As the prophet of this new religion, he introduced a revolutionary concept at the time: monotheism. This was a stark departure from the prevalent polytheistic beliefs in Mecca, where a pantheon of gods was worshipped. Muhammad's message was simple but powerful: there is but one God, and he is Allah. This monotheistic belief was a radical shift, and as with most revolutions, it was met with resistance. The leaders of Mecca, whose power and wealth were deeply intertwined with the existing religious practices, felt threatened. They persecuted Muhammad and his small band of followers, subjecting them to social boycotts and physical torture. But the flame of faith could not be extinguished. Muhammad and his followers undertook a significant journey known as the Hijra, migrating from Mecca to the city of Medina. This journey marked not just a physical relocation but a transformative moment in the history of Islam. In Medina, Muhammad found a more receptive audience. Here, he consolidated the Islamic community, establishing religious practices and societal laws that are still followed today. From this stronghold, Islam began its expansion, reaching far beyond the Arabian Peninsula. Thus, from the heart of the desert, a new faith was born. A faith that would grow to become one of the world's major religions, shaping civilizations and influencing billions of lives. How does one man's life continue to shape the lives of billions even after 14 centuries? One might wonder. Muhammad's life was far from ordinary, marked by his exceptional roles as a religious leader, social reformer, and statesman. He was the man who laid down the foundational practices of Islam: prayer, fasting, almsgiving, and pilgrimage. These practices, deeply rooted in faith and devotion, have been followed by billions of Muslims for centuries. But his influence didn't stop at religious rites. Muhammad's teachings, laden with wisdom, extended to ethics, law, and spirituality. His words, his actions, his life all served as a guide for those seeking a righteous path. The impact of Muhammad's teachings spans across the globe, influencing cultures, shaping societies, and guiding countless lives. His legacy is not just about the practices he instituted, but the values he instilled. Prophet Muhammad's life is a testament to the power of faith and perseverance, and his teachings continue to guide billions of Muslims around the world.